Good evening everyone. Today I am going to teach you how to make a sessional work plan for the subject English literature. So today's topic is audio visual teaching aids for effective teaching of English as a second language. So first of all we are going to write a bit about the language English. We are going to write about its history. English is accepted as a second language in India. In the words of Gandhi, English is a language of international commerce. It is the language of diplomacy and it contains many literary treasures, etc. You have to write all about it. Then we are going to write about the importance of teaching English in India. We have 10 points telling the importance of teaching English in India. So we have like English has today become one of the major languages of the world. It will be very difficult to neglect English language because of rich literature, scientific and technical nature of the language. So like this we have 10 points explaining the importance of teaching English in India. Then we are going to write about the National Policy of Education of 1986, which was revised in 1992, which recommended English as a second language in secondary school. Then we have the meaning of teaching aids. So what exactly is teaching aids? Teaching aids is anything that helps teacher while teaching. It makes teaching more effective and interesting. So the examples are flashcards, charts, pictures, etc. Then we have the definition. So we have the definition of teaching aids according to Kinder S. James. He says, audio visual aids are any devices which can be used to make learning experience more concrete, more realistic and more dynamic. Then we have the definition according to Burton. He says audio visual aids are those sensory objects or images which imitate or stimulate and enforce learning. And then we have the definition according to Mahatma Gandhi. He says true education of the intellect can only come through a proper exercise and training of bodily organs, hands, feet, eyes, ears and nose. Next up we have visual aids. Previously we discussed examples of audio aids, and now we are going to discuss the examples of visual aids and why are they important and beneficial. So what are visual aids? Aids that we see with our eyes are known as visual aids. Examples are charts. Why are they important and for what are they beneficial? They help in vocabulary, grammar, story, sentence structures, etc. Teacher can easily prepare chart for better teaching. Through the charts, students can develop their story orally or in a written format. And charts are useful for teaching paragraphs or short compositions. Then we have pictures. So pictures are used for better understanding. As there is an old Chinese saying which says picture is worth 10,000 words. So they also help in developing aesthetic sense. They are the means of giving concrete form to abstract things. So please correct it. It's form, not from. They are broad and psychological principles of interest, and they also help in developing observation and imagination power of the students. Then we have actual model. Students can learn quickly with the help of actual model. For example, if you're going to teach geography, and you cannot bring an actual dam. You're teaching your student about dams. You cannot bring an actual dam to the class, but you can bring a model of a dam and explain the workings of it to the student. We have flannel boards. So what are flannel boards? It is a board covered with flannel cloth on which paper cutouts bagged with sandpapers can be stuck. So teacher can present the visual material sequentially as the situation demands. Then textbook is also an example of visual aids. Then we have flashcards. So both of them are beneficial. We have slide and film strips. Slides can be shown one after another. Slides are singular, whereas film strip exhibit a series in a compact and economical form, etc. Then we have the epidiascope, which is it projects the enlarged images or objects by reflecting onto a screen or wall. So this is the definition of epidiascope. It can be used for teaching composition, structure, story, revising lessons, and projecting maps, charts, figures, etc. Then we have blackboard. This is the oldest symbol of classroom, easily available for teaching, so it is easily available. It can be used for improvement of handwriting of the student. We have the importance of teaching aids. Here we are going to write the importance according to Joseph J. Weber, who says our perception about various things is based on 40% visual, 25% on audio, and 17% on touch, and 15% on other physical experiences, as well as 3% on touch and smell. So this is why teaching aids is important, because it makes teaching interesting, motivational, understanding. It helps in avoiding boredom while teaching as well as while learning. Students also learn easy, and it also captures the attention of the students. Then we're going to explain the types of audio visual aids. So we have 3: audio aids, visual aids, and aids which are both audio and visual. So in audio aids we have radio, tape recorders, gramophone, linguaphone, headphones, CD, language, laboratories, etc. In visual aids we have charts, pictures, actual models, flannel boards, textbooks, flashcards, slides and film strips, blackboards. Then we have the audiovisual, which are LCDs, films, virtual classrooms, televisions, multimedia channels, computers, etc. Then we are going to explain it in detail. So audio aids that we can hear only in audio. For example, we have radio, significant place in teaching of English, presents correct spoken English, provides listening practices. It also helps the student in improvement of pronunciation. So these are the examples of why these audio aids are important. So first of all we had radio, then we had tape recorder. Why tape recorder is important and beneficial? Because we have these following points. It's flexible, provides good model of imitation. It can be recorded and played when the proper situation demands. School can develop a cassette library for teaching English. Then we have gramophone, linguaphones, headphones. Then we have the importance and benefits of CD learning, language laboratory. Now we are going to write about the need and importance of using teaching aid for learning English, for learning and teaching English. So there are 15 to 16 points, and I'm going to elaborate on some. First of all, it helps in creating interest in teaching and learning of English language. It also saves energy and also helps in giving extra examples in teaching. Teachers can teach lessons more effectively, and students also enjoy learning through teaching aids. Teaching aids also give vividness to learning situations. Then teaching aids motivates the students and arouses their feeling of curiosity. It also gives the students the direct experience, and it saves time. It also reduces the burden on the teacher. It also helps in creating a source of variety and creates language learning more natural. So it's a natural way of teaching to the student. Lastly, we have the principles of selection. So again we have around 12 points. Level of standards, scientific approach, linking to the teaching aid, proper selection. Teaching aids should be handmade. So these are all the points that we need to keep in mind while choosing teaching aids. So they should be simple, they should have educational value, realization of objectives, they should be accurate, they should be interesting and motivational, they should be encouraging and avoiding too many aids. So that is all for today. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you and goodbye.